This truck is very powerful. It's not like a gas power motor where you're feeling that torque and that rise. This thing is just on, you just fly. We have a feeling that this is the way hot rodding is going, so we wanted to show everybody that you could actually have an electric vehicle that is cool. In order to stand out in a crowd of a bunch of people, you kind of have to do something extreme. So that's how we came up with this design. We've decided to build a really exotic looking hot rod with not one, but two Tesla motors. What influenced us when we designed this truck was basically taking JDM-inspired race vehicles with the carbon fiber look and American muscle, so you kind of have the best of both worlds. Having two Tesla motors would be like having two V8s in your truck. One of these motors would be sufficient to push this truck and have power and have a lot of fun. But again, you want to be fast, you want to be extreme, you're going to throw two of them in there.
The S2SLA is a reworked 1985 Chevy C10. Its name riffs on the garage's initials, Salvage to Salvage and Tesla, whose two Model S motors power the truck. The only stock part that remains from the original square body is the front grille. The plan was to launch the truck at SEMA.
Something like this would take most people a year to 2 years to build it, but because we were building it for the SEMA show, we didn't have a whole lot of time. We also never built an electric vehicle before. And not only that, we also built a vehicle that nobody else has built. Not even people who are doing electric conversions really knew how we're going to be able to control the motors and all this stuff. We really had to kind of figure out a lot of stuff on our own. It got a little stressful, but I think as a team we all pulled together and got it done, man. Because of the time crunch for SEMA, we weren't really able to send the truck out to paint. So we decided to go ahead and throw this Avery 3M wrap on it. I'm pretty stoked on what we went with. It looks great with the carbon fiber. We built these carbon fiber fender flares completely in-house, from design to molds to the piece itself. We wanted this truck basically to look as low and as wide as possible, almost like taking a cartoon rendering and bringing it to life. One of the main features of the truck are our front large drive unit out of our Model S. We have two Mishimoto intercoolers here. A lot of people don't realize electric cars require a coolant system, but they do. Here's our battery pack. It starts here and goes the complete floor of the truck to the front of the firewall. We had a custom infinity light built into the back of the tailgate, which is pretty neat. On the interior of the truck, we wanted to have it a very race-inspired feel. You have your roll cage. Here you got a quick release steering wheel, which makes it a little easier to get in and out of this truck, but also have some of the modern technologies and luxuries that you would find in a Tesla. The amount of people that came to SEMA to see this truck was awesome. A lot of really great response, and some negative, but if people aren't hating it, then we must not be doing something right. Driving the S2SLA is like driving nothing that I've ever driven before. You're used to like turning a key and hearing a motor start. With this, you don't have that. You press some buttons and it's on, and you hit the throttle pedal and it just boogies. To all the haters that think that electric isn't cool and we can't build some hot rod with electric, I would say to them, don't knock it until you try it. It's very freaking cool.